The 2025 BRICS Summit in Brazil, a two-day event, exposed deep cracks in the alliance. Notably absent were Chinese President Xi Jinping, who sent a lower-ranking official, and Russian President Vladimir Putin, limited to a video appearance due to an ICC arrest warrant tied to the Ukraine conflict, which complicated his presence in CPI member Brazil. U.S. President-elect Donald Trump escalated tensions, threatening 100% tariffs on BRICS nations unless they abandon plans for a shared currency, a long-standing but stalled ambition. China pushes for the yuan, India fears losing monetary control, and Brazil and South Africa worry about economic risks, with no clear plan or timeline in sight. Formed in 2009 by Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, BRICS aimed to reshape global power dynamics and amplify the Global South's voice. Early summits brimmed with bold promises, but today, the group's vision is fraying. At Rio, Brazil's President Lula da Silva downplayed expansion talks and emphasized sovereignty, subtly critiquing Russia's actions in Ukraine. Internal divisions undermine unity. China and India, vying for Global South leadership, remain locked in a decades-long border dispute, intensified by 2020 clashes in the Galwan Valley. Russia, isolated by Western sanctions, clings to BRICS for relevance, while Brazil and South Africa, tied to Western markets, resist aligning too closely with Moscow. India, a Quad member alongside the US, Japan, and Australia, balances competing interests, while China expands its Belt and Road Initiative. Economically, each member grapples with domestic woes. South Africa faces 32% unemployment and power outages. Brazil contends with high inflation and political scandals. Russia reels from sanctions, plummeting energy exports, and soaring inflation. India's 6.8% growth is hampered by rural poverty and weak infrastructure. China battles a collapsing property market, 17% youth unemployment, and rising debt. The 2023 expansion, adding Saudi Arabia, Iran, Egypt, Ethiopia, and the UAE, aimed to boost influence but deepened rifts. Argentina withdrew in 2024 for pro-Western reasons, and Saudi Arabia wavers, mindful of U.S. security ties. Rivalries, like Egypt and Ethiopia's dispute over the Nile's Renaissance Dam, further erode cohesion. Intra-BRICS trade rose 6% to $1.2 trillion in 2024, but pales compared to global exports. The BRICS Development Bank, meant to rival global financial institutions, remains underpowered. On global issues like Ukraine or Gaza, BRICS struggles to form cohesive stances, issuing vague statements or none at all. Public support in member states is tepid. Only 15% of Indians prioritize BRICS versus 60% valuing U.S. ties. In Western capitals, BRICS' struggles are met with relief. Rather than confront it directly, the West strengthens alliances like the G7, NATO, and Quad. Representing 3.3 billion people and 40% of global GDP, PPP, BRICS lacks a shared vision, robust institutions, and committed leadership. Border tensions, domestic crises, and the stalled currency project weaken its foundation. Expansion has added voices but diluted unity. Without bold reforms, BRICS risks fading into a symbolic rather than transformative force.